Welcome to the Knox video training series. This video shows you how to set up Knox Manage to control devices running Android Enterprise. In this video, we will walk you through all the steps necessary to add a user and push a policy to a device. Let's get started. Before we can add a user, we must register Knox Manage with Android Enterprise. This step is mandatory to activate a Knox Manage tenant with a managed Google Play account. It also gives you access to other enterprise services, such as a managed Google Play Store and managed configurations. To register your account, click the Settings tab in the left-hand navigation. In the drop-down, click Android Enterprise. Next, click Register EMM. After clicking OK, you are redirected to the Android Enterprise website. Click Get Started. Fill in the relevant business details that Google requires. You have now connected Knox Manage to Android Enterprise. Note that if you need to deregister your Knox Manage account from Android Enterprise, you can do so with the Unregister EMM button on this page. Next, we will show you how to add a user. This is the Knox Manage dashboard. It is the default screen you see when you first log in. We're going to use the Getting Started wizard to set up our devices. Click Getting Started in the left-hand navigation. We are now going to add a user. Click the Start button under Add Users. To add a user, click the plus sign and click Add Single User. In the pop-up, fill in the information relevant to the user you are adding. Note that the user ID and password assigned here are the user's login credentials. Make sure you also enter the correct contact information. This is where the activation information is sent. Once you have filled out all the required fields, click Save. You now see the user is added to your list. Before moving on to the next section, I'd like to note that you can add multiple users at the same time. To do this, use the Add Multiple Users option. Additionally, you can sync to your Active Directory, but this requires the Active Directory connector. Next, we will set up your organization. Let's get started. Click the Organization tab on the left-hand side. Click on your organization, and in the drop-down list, click Add Sub-Organization. Fill in the relevant details for your organization. Pay attention to which activation type you select. This has a large effect on what kinds of policies you can push to devices later. For this video, we select Android Enterprise. Click Save. Your organization is now created. You can now add a user to your new organization. To do this, simply click and drag your user into the organization. For reference, you can easily check information about the user under these headings. Next, we are going to add a device management profile. To do this, go back to the Getting Started wizard. Next, click Start under the Create Device Management Profile section. Tap the plus sign and select New Registration. Insert your profile name and description and click Yes. This is the device management profile. In it contains all the policies that you can push to a device. For example, I'm going to show you how to restrict camera use. First, we go to Android Enterprise on the left. Next, select Policy. In the pop-up, select System. In the list of policies, you will see Camera. Here, I select Disallow All. Now, the camera can't be launched on a device. Now that we have configured the policy, we just have to assign it to a profile. To do this, go back to the Basic Information tab and open up the Organization pop-up box. You will now see a list of the organizations you have created. I am going to add this policy to the organization I made a minute ago. To do this, find the organization in a list and simply select Update. Click Save, and then click Yes. To finish pushing, click the Apply button. Any devices enrolled in your system will receive the policy. In this case, disable camera. If you haven't enrolled any devices, you can continue watching and we'll show you the enrollment process. We are now going to show you how to enroll a device in Device Owner mode in Android Enterprise. Note that this is different than the Profile Owner mode and requires that you follow a specific enrollment process. Let's start with the Manage Google Play Account method. Note that to enroll a device in Device Owner mode, it must be booted for the first time. If your device has already gone through the setup wizard, you must factory reset it before following these steps. First, in the Google Sign-In page, type the following characters in the email address: AFW #Knox manage. Tap Next. It will ask if you want to install the Knox Manage app. Tap Install. Knox Manage is now downloading. Once complete, tap Install. Next, sign in with the Knox Manage user credentials that were provisioned earlier in this video. Knox Manage is now enrolling the device. Next, we will show you how to enroll a device with a QR code. To begin, go back to the Devices and Users page. Under the Actions header, tap the mail icon. It will ask if you want to send an email to the user. Select OK. An email with the QR code has now been sent to the user. Let's see how that looks. We are now going to enroll a device with a QR code. Note that to enroll a device in Device Owner mode, it must be booted for the first time. If your device has already gone through the setup wizard, you must factory reset it before following these steps. To begin QR enrollment, tap the Start screen 6 times. The QR code setup launches. First, you need to download the QR reader. To do this, connect to a network and tap Next. Now that the QR reader has downloaded, scan the QR code that was sent to you by the Knox Manage admin console. This begins device enrollment. Accept the Knox terms and conditions. The device is now setting up Device Owner mode. Once the Knox Manage agent launches, log in with your Knox Manage user credentials. The device is now being provisioned with your enterprise settings. The device is now set up. If you check the lock screen, you will see the message, "This device is managed by your organization." And that concludes our video. Thanks for watching. To learn more about Knox Manage, visit samsungknox.com.